very good morning to you on this nice and sunny here, a Sunday morning. I hope you're doing fantastic. I have got a special guest for you today. She's one of our Bead Club ladies. She has got so much lovely jewelry to show off to you. She's been beading for quite some time, but don't take it from me. I'm going to introduce her just in a second. She's going to come on and tell all about herself. So in the questions, if you got a question, please put a Q in front of your question. If you got a tip, put a T in front of your tip so we can really easily identify it and push it to the production and answer the question for you. So without any further ado, let me introduce my guest. Carol, good morning. No, wait, good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
How you feeling? I see you got your work shirt on, so you're gonna have to
Go to work after.
Oh, bless. So how long have you been beading? Let us know.
Oh, about 8 years now. So I started by going to a night class that was advertised, and it just said if you've done bead stringing or anything, this is totally different. It's bead weaving, and I thought, okay, I'll give it a go. But unfortunately, it only ran for 3 or 4 weeks because there wasn't enough interest.
Oh.
But that time, I was absolutely hooked.
So where was this located? Was it near you?
Yes, I lived in Paignton then, and it was at the local college. And then I went into Paignton town. We had a bead shop, and there was a lady in there that said they did classes on a Wednesday evening, and I was quite welcome to join, which I did. It was very little group. There was only 5 of us, and it all started from there. And we did still meet until COVID once a week, and but now we just FaceTime once a week and bead together on a Wednesday night.
Oh, that's so lovely.
But they're really good friends now.
I think like you make so many good friends over crafts. Like, when you got a similar interest, you got that instant connection with people, isn't it? That make different things and beat different things. And I really do love it. So what is your favorite stitch, or what is your favorite piece over the last 8 years? What would be your go-to technique?
I like peyote. I like brick stitch, and I like right angle weave. But I think I like using 2-hole beads the best, and bezeling.
Yeah. I think when they started to do the 2-hole beads, they really changed the whole game, because before, 20 years ago, there was only 1-hole beads, and you got bracelet bars and bits of pieces with 2 holes, but mainly beads only came with 1 hole. And when they started to manufacture the 2-hole beads, the factories and companies really changed the game, because the possibilities are even more. And now we got so many different shapes. I think we would be here until the afternoon counting them all up.
Yeah, there's so many now, and they're bringing them out all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Like Robin is saying good morning, and Camille was saying it earlier as well. Happy Mother's Day to all. So in different countries, Mother's Day is on different Sundays. So if you are in a country, I know like some of the Asian countries in America, it's Mother's Day today. So happy Mother's Day to you if you're celebrating it today. In Hungary, it was last weekend, but in England, it's in March. So I find it fascinating that different countries celebrating different times of the year. Not even in the same month, but different week, but different, completely different months as well. So yeah, I hope Robin, you children treating you to something today. So shall we go down to the mat and you show us some of your pieces? I know I can see on the mat in my preview screen, you got your very first piece of jewelry, what you made. And we just before we came on, we had a little chat about very first piece of jewelry, that we're so critical of ourselves doing and making jewelry. And when you look back, 8 years, 10 years, 15 years later, you think oh my word, however did I make that? But I think because you learn so much, like looking back, I think you still need to be proud of it, because those first steps are really really important. It's like if you would be thinking that like a runner would look back to their childhood when they were crawling and thinking, oh no, like, you know, that's, but it's a crucial step. It's a crucial step in your development. Right, let's go down to the mat and have a look. Right, so tell us about these pieces.
This was what was called wavy pearl, and it's before I knew there were different types of seed beads. So they were made with craft seed beads, so they're not very even stitching. I don't wear it anymore, but I keep it just for the fact that it was the first thing I made. And the same with these little bracelets. The one I still like, and I would still do the stitch today, was what we called hugs and kisses.
Yeah.
And I think that's quite a pretty one anyway.
Yeah. I
So
think
it was.
most of us
Sorry.
done a hugs and kisses somewhere in our stash. There must be at least one. Let me know in the comments if you've never done hugs and kisses before, because I think most of us did one.
But yes, I mean, they're the early pieces, and I'd enjoyed making them at the time, and it's what got me hooked on it. But I think there's a few
Absolutely.
other things we've done since then. I have done a variety of different things.
Lucy's saying she loves hugs and kisses, and Ruth's saying she's never done hugs and kisses. Well, Ruth, and we're going to have to put this on the rota and make hugs and kisses some point. I love that. I love that cover so much with
Yeah,
the ginkgo beads.
they are nice. I've made a couple for friends for presents that do sewing and that sort of thing. They really like them. And the poppy, usually I follow patterns on things. I'm not very good in my own head at making up things, but I did just look at a picture and think, I think I can do that. So I did actually make the poppy from scratch. And also,
Oh, it's so cute.
but that took me so long to get the stripes and everything.
Oh, I think I love that, because then like you sort of learn a technique and then you start designing your own things, and I think that's really beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, Robin's saying she's got hugs and kisses waiting to be made. Oh, Charlotte's saying, wow. They look really hard to make. That's, I think, for the poppy. Oh, that is just so cute. Look at those little cheeks. Oh, wow. That is something like that is just so fun to make. That I love it. Is that brick stitch or peyote stitch?
Brick stitch. Yeah, I like doing things like that for Easter or for Halloween or that sort of thing. The novelty of them. My totally beads.
Oh, wow. You need to bring it to the top a little bit. I love it. This is, I think somebody else did it similarly as well, that where they did like the earring style, which is the chariot earring gone all the way around, and they linked it up for necklace. I really do love that.
Yeah, I like
fabulous.
the actual circles better than the straight fan one. So,
oh, everybody loved the chicks. Everybody's saying cute. Oh, even canned peyote. I love that one as well.
And the chenille stitch and hubble stitch.
Oh, do you wear all these pieces?
Some of the ones, yes, these, but an awful lot of the stuff I got, no, I've made it to sell, but never got around to doing any selling. I'm not very confident in my own work to do selling.
I think like it's so that's when the love for the craft comes through, when you start making things but you're not making for yourself to wear it, but you're making because you love the make, love to experiment and just love to do it.
I think that's what something Jo said when she was on, that she wants to she sells her work but not expensively,
Yeah.
so she gets money, and that's what I think I'm going to do, just so that I cover my cost of the beads and nothing else, because I
Yeah.
so enjoy doing it.
Just to fund your little hobby, I think. That's what
Yeah,
a lot of people do want, because and then you can buy more beads because you're all addicted to beads here. Let's face it. That's weird. We should start a group, bead addiction, bead addiction anonymous or something like that.
yeah, absolutely. I'm not brilliant at wire work. It's not my forte in life, but I did have a go at
Wow,
wrapping a bead,
that looks really good. Then she says, "Wire
and
wrapping is not my forte," and it looks perfect.
I want to do some more. That was sort of my first attempt, and I thought, oh, okay, it's not as bad as I thought. So I'll probably do some more.
I think with wire
I did.
work, like anything, it comes with practice.
I don't know whether you can see. I did do the trees,
Well,
and I
I'm gonna come to you full screen to you, like facing forward, so you can show that, because that looks really amazing. So come to me, and then I'm gonna change to you. And if you wanna hold it up in front of you, then that probably will show up very, very well. I love that one. I love that piece that you did there, and you framed it. I did something similar as well. I pinned a few more in a frame like that. Range got this quite a lot, so this shows you do your beadwork and you use your techniques in beading and jewelry making, and you can do art. And I think that's when like it becomes really nice, because you can display it in your home, and all of a sudden it opens up a whole new agenda there for you to be able to do
like
all
I've
sorts of
made it
different
for
things.
present, but I've not been able to give it to them yet because I haven't been able to see them. But I like doing pictures of different art things. I don't know whether.
All right, I'm gonna come back to you. One sec. There we go. I love it. Little shells. That's really nice as well. Oh, I love it. Little doggy. Is that a dog or a cat?
I spent sifting through grit and gravel to get ears for a dog.
Oh, that's so cute. I think like just there, you can be so different with your mediums that
Yeah.
I always say we are multifaceted people, like you would have crystals multifaceted, because we do so many different things. And I think the magic happens when you fuse like 2 or 3 different crafts together.
Yes, true. I made some mask chains. I made a couple for the men. They can clip onto their belt on their jeans, or on the zip, so that when they go out, they've always got one with them.
Yeah,
And made the chains also for women, so that they've got it.
that's a really good idea.
You might have mine for work, because if you're at work, you just drop it down to have a quick drink, put it back again, and you've
Yeah.
not got to put it down somewhere.
No, you don't want to put it down. Oh, Natalie's saying, I love pebble frames. That's what I started out doing, hence my page name. Oh, bless. And Lindsay's saying the pictures are so beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I liked doing beaded beads, and I did the one from your kit, Kitti,
Yeah.
Super Duos, and then I did one with twins.
I think Super Jones and twins are very similar anyway, so the pattern should work, but they just got slightly different shape, I guess.
Yeah,
Sarah just had a question there. What wire did you use for the mask?
I use tiger tail.
That tiger tail is really nice and strong, and it will hold it up.
Mm,
I love those
yeah,
beaded beads.
yeah, I really like
I
beaded
love
beads.
beaded beads full stop. I would just want to like sort of sit there and make them all up. I love that, and they're so colourful as well.
Yes, quite funky.
I think that's another thing as well. With your beadwork, you can really bring the colors out, and you can really experiment with all sorts of different things.
And that was a beaded bead one as well.
Oh wow, that looks really good as well.
But I think when I started, I wish I'd known about kits and things. I didn't know anything about it. And I think that's a great way to start because your beads are there, the instructions are there. Whereas it was
Absolutely.
try
It's
and
not
learn what.
I always say like kits are sort of foolproof because you got everything there what you need to. Oh, I love that bracelet at the bottom. You got everything there to make whatever you want to make, and you can't go wrong with it. And like books are great as well, but with books like you always like, oh, have I got the materials for this? And then you can't get the exact materials, and you try to replace it, and it's just don't kind of like work the same way. So I love kits myself as well for not for beading, but for any sort of crafts. You should see my stash. How many kits I got? I got the first 10 years of retirement sorted, so I'm good. Oh, Lucy said she found that she's got loads of beaded kits. I was sorting her stash out yesterday. Lindsay's
Yes, all
always trying
right.
different beads for beaded beads. So tell us about those pieces. You got honeycomb beads at the top.
Yeah,
There's check resins in the middle with tile beads.
yeah.
And what we're
And
seeing at
then
the
there's crystals and yeah, most of them are crystals actually. Just crystal rounds and seed beads.
I love the check crescent one. I think that just looks really different. Oh, Camilla's saying she's still working her way through her stash. So if I wanted to work through my stash, not just bead related, but other craft related as well, I think I need another 50 years of still. Oh wow, that looks really nice. I love those little peyote bracelets. And that one is really nice, the flowery one as well.
As I say, I love 2-hole beads. I think they're so versatile.
Do you like playing with colors, or do you find like color theory is a bit harder, or is it comes easier to you? Because I think for some people they put colors together so easy, and like I look at it and was like, wow, that looks really good together. And I think other people can struggle with it. So how do you find popping colors together?
I tend normally to be drawn to blues and greens, and I have to stop myself and think, no, because other people would like something different.
Yeah.
So I then try and match them up. I'm okay at it. I wouldn't say I'm brilliant, but I'm okay.
I think you are brilliant, but for all these pieces what we're seeing, so.
And then I did something a bit
Wow, that looks great as well.
lively.
I think sometimes you just need a few lively pieces. You need to push up a bit. That's it. For those days or for those nights when you feel like, I don't know, it's the thing that when you wear something bright and colorful, it's kind of like you might not feel like bright and colorful when you put it on, but I guess the end of the evening is just like makes you feel like bright and colorful. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think you're right.
So I love doing bright and colorful stuff as well. It just really cheers you up, like puts a smile on your face. Sarah is saying she loves the bright pink designs.
Oh, and then I did some a little bit wider.
Oh, they look really nice as well. Wow, they look beautiful. So again, we got, is it gem duos with nib
Yeah,
bits and super duos at the
yeah.
top?
And then honeycombs again on the next one down,
Yeah,
and the super duos and crystals.
at the bottom. They look beautiful as well. Lucy's saying, can we have some neon kits, please? Maybe we could do like a carnival set. Oh wow, they look beautiful as well. Bright colors make me think of holidays, Margaret is saying. I love these as well. So we got crystals and seed beads at the top.
Yeah. I think they're chevrons.
I think so.
And um,
Cabochons.
I think, yes.
And at the bottom you got hubble stitch.
Yeah.
I love it. They're really, really nice. And I love the colors as well.
Try to mix them up as best I can.
Oh, I love this one as well. So this one is more like a bangle style, I guess.
Yeah.
So if you, can you just sort of turn it so we can look at it from like, that's it. That's lovely as well. So we got check beams here with cabochons.
Yeah.
Lovely. And this one is like you kind of like string them on, like you got 5 different or six different rows on there. But it's so easy to make, but it's become so effective.
Yeah.
Oh wow, they look beautiful as well.
I go through phases of like, oh, coppers and browns and then blues and then
So am I all the time.
I've got ginkgo beads in that one and tiles and honeycombs and gem duos.
I think like we all have that. Like I never used to use purple. Now I love using purple, and I was using more like sort of sapphire blues, and now I like using more like navy blues and like hint of blues. And we all go through different phases as I think we go through life. Oh wow, these looks really nice as well. I love it. I love tile beads as well. I love the one at the bottom. Is the iris ones.
Yes, I can't remember which, but they are.
They look really nice and colorful as well. Everybody's saying, are they your own designs or kits?
They're not kits, but they're not my made-up patterns. They're patterns I've bought or free patterns or off the internet. The odd tutorial. So I've just sort of picked the beads and gone with it.
Julie's saying you have some beautiful makes.
Oh, thank
And
you.
Sarah loves the bottom bracelet as well. Wow, wow, wow. Charlotte is saying these are fantastic. See, everyone loves the bottom one. Oh, wow. Look at that. How sparkly is that? So here we got gem duos at the top with crystals and seed beads.
Yeah. Like bricks. No.
We don't really use bricks that much, to be honest. Sometimes it's a bit... I feel bricks are underused.
And then super duos and bicones with seed beads.
Wow, I love the bottom one as well. That looks really, really lovely. Very beautiful patterns, and it just shows you if you start playing with your beads that, like, obviously if it's somebody's design, they had to come up with a design, but they made it up, and then the way they made it up, they sit down and started playing and playing and playing and adding things to it.
Yeah, and I think I'll go along and tweak things if I think, oh, that bead looks a bit big or a bit small, or I'll add 2 more seed beads or whatever.
Oh, Natalie's asking, what is your favorite make?
I'll show you, I think.
That's a really good question, because for me it's always the current one, always the one I'm working on. That's so excited about. And Charlotte, thank you so much for the start. It's really, really appreciated. I love these as well. They're so beautiful. You have been a very busy bee.
I know. This is one of my favorites.
Oh wow. Is that cubic right angle weave?
No, because I struggle doing cubic right angle weave.
Is it netting?
I can't remember. I suppose it is.
It looks like cubic right angle weave to me from here.
Actually, it does. It could well be.
Maybe a different version of it, because like you could do all sorts of different beads with different sides, and I can see like on one side you got like larger beads, and on the other side you got smaller beads. But this is the thing, we do things, and we look at it maybe 2-3 years later when you're thinking, how did I do this? Like how?
It was one actually out of the Bead and Button magazine, the pattern. But they've stopped doing that now.
Yeah, it's not item. I used to buy the Bead and Button and a couple of others one all the time, and then it got to the point that I was spending like 30-40 pound on magazines a month, and Simon said, you know, not buying it anymore. He was like, no, you got enough, because I had like a whole shelf sort of going along with them. So I did buy the Bead and Button for a little bit longer, but then I stopped all of them, because I think it's got to a stage like over the years that used to be like you got a lot of nice designs and nice pictures in it, and then after a while it become like it was a lot of adverts in it, like most of the magazine was adverts, wasn't it? And then I thought like it's not worth it to keep buying it everything. And they put the price up as well, because when I first started buying, I think it was like $3.99, and the last time I bought it was like $7.99. Wow, I love that one as well. That is square stitch, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's quite it was quite difficult to thread it all and get it to sit right. But
that looks wonderful. I did something similar years and years and years ago. I think it's a lovely, like, I love square stitch because you can play on it so much. Like you can do so many different shapes.
And that was another one that was weaved in and out. That was herringbone, though.
Yes, that looks fantastic as well. Oh, wow, that looks so pretty as well. I love like little netted necklaces with like beads sort of on them.
It's nice and sort of summery.
Oh, absolutely. And hopefully summer is coming. Like I hope it will warm up a little bit more. Oh, Isla saying, love your work. It makes me feel quite inadequate, but get where the practice comes. Oh, don't feel like that at all, because like this is not rocket science here. So if we can do it, then you can do it. Just need to like, you know, put, I guess, the time in and just keep on experimenting and experimenting and experimenting. And as Carol said, start with some kits and you know, you can join classes, you can join all sorts of different bits of things. And I know you're in a bead club, so just keep coming, and it will come over time. And I think you kind of have a light bulb moment with any craft, that it's not even like a light bulb moment. It's like when your thinking sort of becomes like, oh, you actually, I know enough now that I can swap techniques or beads about and do all sorts of different things. And I think once you get there, then you just like you sort of plod along, plod along, plod along, and once you get to that point, I think your bead work just sort of goes up and beyond. Like Carol's, be able to do so many different things. I love this one as well with the super duos. I love snowflakes and flower designs with them. They're just so pretty. Oh wow, more sparklies. They look so beautiful as well. I don't know what's about with me and sparkles at the moment, but I just really love doing sparkles. I really love using crystals. So I guess I'm in the cycle at the moment, the crystal cycle.
And that one, it's sort of, the beads stand up. They're like, they're triangles.
Yeah, the super chaos.
That's the one.
Beautiful.
And
Oh, Sandra is asking, can I do more lives with tile beads, Kitti? I'll put you on the list, but this list is as long as my arm and a leg. But I'll put it on there. Oh wow, they're beautiful as well.
they're the parpucker beads, but they are quite expensive beads, aren't they?
Lindsay is saying, Isla, I hope I'm saying your name right. We are all beginners at one time. Just enjoy your journey and practice. Yes, Lindsay, thank you so much for pointing that out. It's a journey, and all it matters is that you enjoy the craft. That's all it matters. It doesn't really matter what you do. And Jenny's saying that she started out with kids in many years, that she's still only using kids, but that's all right too as well. Like you don't have to. You this is the beauty. You can be whoever you want to be, and you can make what you want to make. You don't have to be, like so many different things, and you do what is comfortable for you to do. And like kids are a great way to enjoy and just bead and do bits of pieces. Oh wow, that looks beautiful as well, the little leaves. Oh, and little earrings to match it. Love it. That's so beautiful.
I love the colours.
Yeah, I love iridescent colors, like in any color really. I love the blue one the most because I think you can put like teals and purples and all sorts of bits of pieces in there. With this thing, stunning. Love it. It's really beautiful.
And then I, as I say, I really enjoy bezeling.
Oh, look at that! How good that looks. Oh, they're so pretty. I think like bezeling is something I love bezeling as well, just to sort of get like, it's something about like hugging a stone with little beads or hugging a crystal or a rivoli with little beads, and it stays in there, like encasing it into it, trapping it in there. It just so, I guess, satisfying. Oh, Natalie's saying this morning is a real feast for eyes. Yes, I agree with you, Natalie. Carol is so great. She's got so many great stuff. Oh wow, that looks so beautiful as well. They're so sparkly as well. I love working with rivolis as well. So on the left hand side one, you bezeled the rivoli first, and then you added your super jewels on there and worked out, sort of fanning out a little bit more.
Yeah. And then
To the left, to the left.
Beads and crystals.
That looks fantastic as well.
Because it's the pale pink, it doesn't show up so well.
Oh, Linda's saying, love your work. It's an inspiration.
Thank you.
Oh, that looks so beautiful as well.
And I love the chain. It's just a 2-drop twisted herringbone, but
Yeah.
it's quite delicate, but it seems to set them off.
Yes, I love what I was doing with that stitch. Oh, I was doing a pendant when we were doing the pendant a couple of weeks ago with the smaller Rivoli, and I did the bell with the 2-drop herringbone on it, and I love it. I just really the smallest herringbone I used to use, it was like with 4 beads. And then I also not discovered that you can do, I knew kind of like you can do it with 2 beads as well, but you didn't really think about it. And when I was doing the pendant, I didn't really want to make it too complicated. And I was like, oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. And then I was thinking, oh, this would be really nice as a necklace. This would be really nice as a bracelet. You could do multiple strands. So I have been experimenting with it more as well. Sometimes you just forget about things and techniques and like ways to use things. Oh, wow, that's beautiful as well. I love geometric stuff. Oh, that looks great as well. The triangle and the square, they look so, so great. Everybody was saying love, 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 and so talented. I don't know where you have the time for all of this, Carol.
Well, it is over quite a few years.
Oh, that looks lovely as well. So that one is peyote stitch as well, but because you use a different bead, alternated as you were going around, it looks like stripy, which is so good. To the left a little bit, lovely. That's it. That looks lovely as well. Oh wow, that looks beautiful as well. So here, like he combines like different beads, and I think that's what sometimes makes even more nicer pieces, because like you might only use like 2 or 3 beads of one kind in there, but it really makes the whole piece pop and stand out against when if you just use. Sometimes less is more, but sometimes more is more, isn't it? That looks so lovely as well.
And that's got ginkgos.
Yeah. Are you showing me all these beads? And I was just like, I'm thinking, oh, I want to sit down and play with tile beads now. I want to sit down and play with ginkgos now. I want to sit down and play with beads.
And then one of yours.
And to the left a little bit, sweet.
Mini duos.
Yeah, when I did that one, I just wanted something really like plain, something what you would see in the jewels, like very geometric and just. I really enjoyed that little one.
Yeah, I mean, I've had comments when I've worn that, how nice it is.
I think it's just because like this is again like both of those look stunning, and sometimes it's less is more and sometimes more is more. That like just really gives you the what we're just saying, the example, because I think there's a power in using less materials sometimes, because it's really shines one of the materials out, but sometimes it's so great to use like 5-6 different materials because it really comes together and it looks so professional as well. Jenny's saying beautiful work. You should definitely have the confidence to sell them.
Oh.
Oh, Lucy's saying, I think it's time to get my USB 4 out. Love all these shape bits. Yes, Lucy, you should. The USB 4 is, well, if you don't know, we've been releasing like USBs with projects, 20 projects on the USBs. There is 20 videos, there is instruction sheets, PDFs on there. Some of them got like they got 70, 80 PDFs on there, PDF sheets on there, obviously 20 videos, pictures, and all sorts of different bits and pieces. And the latest USB released last year was all on duo beads, and that's what Lucy's referring to, that she will get it out and have a little play with it. Very nice. That Rivolo with the jewels, that size, it's the Rivolo, please. That was 18 millimeter.
Yeah.
I love these as well. I love a tubular netting as well.
Yeah, I do. I think at the beginning it sort of took a while to get it, but once it clicks, that's it.
Camille is saying, wonder if it's possible to make a piece with a single bead of every different beads in your shop. I think it would be possible, but we have got we got different colors, different sizes, and different things. So we got probably about 20,000 products, single products on the website. So I reckon we got maybe about 300-400 very different shape, different size, different etc. If you don't count the crystals. So I don't know, it could be a challenge to do something with it, but you definitely could do something with it. Oh, Victoria is saying she's so busy at the moment that she just wants to bead. Oh, I hear you. I think we all like that. It would be a bit big, a mile long. Yeah, maybe if it was a one-strand necklace, absolutely. And Jeannie's saying she loves tubular netting as well. Now, I love these pieces as well, and I love the colors you use because I love the turquoisey, bluey colors with the copper colors. I think they go together so nicely.
And the silky is in now.
They look so great as well. Oh, wow, that looks great as well.
A bit more pastel-y.
I think sometimes it's nice to have pastel colors because they go with a lot of things. Like, you can wear them with all sorts of different colors of clothes. And for the summer, I think it's so nice. Oh, that's the ginkgo one. I love that one as well. So, this is that shows off these shape beads, how well they fit together, and I think that's so nice. Oh, that's brilliant as well. How do you usually keep your pieces? Do you keep them in plastic bags or boxes, or how do you keep them? You need to push you up a little bit, lovely. Can you just push your mat up a little bit as well? There we go. I love
plastic bags normally. I think did a bracelet as well with that one.
That looks great. Very, very sparkly. Oh, Cindy's saying everything is so beautiful. Oh, wow. Look at those ladies. I love netting, and that is just really, really lovely piece. So those pieces, I love making those. I'm not really confident enough to wear it, but no, well, not, don't go anywhere. That's something I would imagine you would wear to a ball, or something like a really posh evening do. And Simon doesn't take me to posh evening do's, so I wouldn't get to wear it, but I love to make that one because it just looks so pleasing to the eyes. Lucy's saying she finds colors matching is a challenge. I think it comes with years as well that you are do get use like you do put bits of pieces together, and then like you get to sort of know what bead goes with what the best. I like that one as well. The little fringe at the front.
I mean, the necklace is on tiger tail, and then just the beaded drops that you tie on afterwards.
Yeah. I love it. I think sometimes it's so nice to go back to make something a little bit more simple, like just stringing and doing like simple project, because it's like you don't need to think about it and you can really enjoy the make as well. So I think even if you're an advanced beader, I think you do need to go back and do like repetitive things what you did at the beginning, just to like, I don't know, I always do. I do love doing things, like even though like I do love go back and do stringing sometimes. Oh wow, they look beautiful as well. I love the colors again as well. You're so good, Carol.
I think it's the blues and things I like though as well.
Oh, Lorna's saying, watching this, I'm going to start labeling my make so I can find instructions if I want to make it again later. Remember, like a sieve. Oh, that's not. Yes, absolutely, Lorna. I'm like that as well. I forget everything as well. Oh, thank you, Lucy, for reminding us. So remember, ladies, if anyone would like to be our Sunday Beader, drop Kitti a message and she will arrange to get in touch with you. Yeah, so you can send me a message, you can send me an email, you can send me a bottle, message in a bottle, you can write it on the sky, send me a pigeon if you want. Just get in contact, and I am looking for end of May and June now to be filled. So do get in contact. What is the piece? What's the type of jewelry you make the most? Like bracelets, necklaces, earrings? Is it bracelets you would usually go to? Yeah, I think for
Yeah.
me too as well. These are beautiful as well. Really, really nice.
Earrings at all. I do a lot of bracelets and some necklaces, but I don't wear that many necklaces. I always wear bracelets and
Yeah, same here, I think. I used to wear necklaces all the time, and since I had the children, I just gone off necklaces. I don't know. They tell you they change you, but they change you so much. I think having children. So, but I wear bracelets like all the time, and I do like to stack them up as well. Oh, Camila says she likes bracelets as well.
these last couple here are the two that I've worn the most. I wear and wear and wear them. And I did lose one, a favourite one, with a magnetic clasp. So after that, I made just a
Chain
string of beads just to stop it coming
falling
off.
off. I do like, well, the one I got on today has got magnetic clasp on there. I love magnetic clasp, but I think like what you need to do with magnetic clasp. So when you try on your bracelet, so if you flex your wrist that way, and if it pops off, because that's when your wrist becomes the thickest, then you always need to make a little bit bigger than that. So if it was smaller, so if I just hold it back a little bit on the back and I flex my wrist, then it will pop off. So it pops off your wrist because it's just a tiny bit too small. You need to make it a tiny bit bigger.
And I think also it depends on what you wear. if you're putting a cardigan or a coat or something
Yeah,
on, I think that's where I
absolutely.
lost mine. It came off.
So Diane is asking, what length of bracelets do you make?
I vary them. Myself, I've only got a slim wrist, so it's 6¼ inches. I don't know what it is in centimeters because I'm still old style, I'm afraid. But I make them 7.5. I've even made 8 inches. And I've given a lot away to friends,
Yeah,
presents and things, and relatives. I think they're all fed up with them now.
I'm sure they are not. It's like when they come up to you and say, "Ooh, I like that one."
Yeah,
And then
my
say like,
granddaughter
"Oh,
did
can
that.
you, by the way, do you think you could make something like that in pink? Or do you think you could make something like that in green?" Like, and you kind of sit there and thinking like, "Do you really? You really, you're serious with me right now? Like, are you asking me to make you one?" Oh, my mom and my family is like that all the time. And if one, like, usually for Christmas I make them something, so like from not just jewelry, but I did like beaded candle holders for them and all sorts of different bits and pieces. And if there is a Christmas when I haven't got time to make things because like we've been really busy, and I buy something and they're like, oh, and I like, it's not like they're disappointed, but like you can see on their face that they were expecting something made because they got used to it. So I think people love it because it's not just the materials, it's not just the money, it's your time, and you invest into that piece. Sarah's saying they look amazing.
They're just little simple ones, but I think sometimes just a little thin band is quite nice to put on.
Oh, absolutely. Do you find like I have got a bracelet or a necklace, and then I go out to the shop trying to match and find a top for it? Or do you go the other way around? Have you got your top first and then trying to find beads and make a jewelry to wear with that top?
I do a bit of both, actually. Sometimes I've got a top and I really like it. I think I've got to make something. So then the top goes with me to look for beads of that colour, or
Oh,
vice versa.
oh wow. I love the color as well. I love the texture as well. How they made
So I like
crescent.
crescents. I think that's
Yeah.
quite nice.
I haven't really used them in sort of that way, but actually I might give it a I might sit down and give it a play. Oh, Rebel saying, I'm sitting here just mesmerized. Oh, bless you. Love all your color combination, Asher is saying.
Oh, thank you.
And Charlotte is saying, do you love blues? Oh, I love spiral staircases as well. They look lovely.
We get into the end.
Stars are really stand out. Oh, to the end? Like you've used so many.
Oh, I did do tubular hubble,
Oh, wow. That looks good.
which I wear quite a lot, actually.
I love the little clasp on it as well, the little button one.
Yeah.
You can do so many different things, I suppose.
And my Christmas makes.
Oh. Sarah's asking, she missed the beginning. How long have you been beading? So I'll let you answer it, Carol.
About 8 years.
And Debbie's saying, I've just turned up and what I've seen so far, it's amazing. Oh, I love Christmas, Nick. Oh, look at that little tweet, tweet, tweet. Oh, so great. Little owl. I was thinking, like, we need to do something from June onwards. I think we need to do like at least one project a month, like which is Christmassy, to get ready for Christmas. Like every single year in our house, we do something for Christmas, and yeah, I need to start working on that. Because it's like May. I mean, where is the first 5 months of the year gone? It was
Mm.
just Christmas like last week, it feels like. Joe saying, love the Christmas make. Oh, little stars. Oh, they look great as well. They look really, really cute.
That's about my lot, I think. Well, what I've put out anyway. Got one or two bits, but
With those stars, did you make them in all in one piece or did you make the segments and then added them together?
all in one.
They look great. Little stars and starfishes for, like, I suppose that's very little starfishes for the summer. Oh,
Yeah.
Debbie's saying she started Christmas already. Do let us know, Debbie, what you're making. And yeah, I think we need to start sweet. Oh, Camille saying looks like starfish sweet. Victoria saying, I love your makes. Thanks you for showing. Well, thank you so much, Carol, to showing all your makes. It has been a treat for us. I suppose I can say for everybody, it's really has been a treat for us. For you coming on and just showing us all your lovely makes. Really intrigued. And actually, you have inspired me as well. So I'm gonna go and get my tile beads out and my Jack Crescents out. I'm just looking over there and some of the other ones and just sit down and play this afternoon. So if you were gonna if you met yourself today, who was 8 years ago, 8 years ago, yourself today, what would be the piece of advice what you would give for your beginners self today?
I think, like I said earlier, start with kits and your tutorials. Go and totally beads and find out what's happening. There's
Yeah.
patterns, the tutorials. There's so much help there. It just sets you off. Whereas I sort of learnt by, well, I must admit the girls that were at the class were wonderful and they helped me a lot. But it was having to pick the colours and everything like that. Whereas if you start with kits, it's done for you and you know things will match and look all right. So
Yeah,
definitely start there.
absolutely. Oh, we got too big on these. Come on, come back down. There we go. Everybody's saying that's so amazing. Thank you so much. Very fabulous. I loved your makes, Carol. An amazing bead journey. Thanks for sharing them today. Great advice, Sarah's saying. Thank you for showing us. You make it really enjoyed it. Beautiful. Thank you. So talented lady. Oh, there's just so much love. I love our little community here because everybody's just so nice. That thank you so much. It's brilliant. Bella is saying you makes a lovely. Well, thank you for showing for us. Yeah, I really do love our little community here, and I think the love for the craft is Ashley think absolutely gorgeous. I've never said so many vows and oohs and gaps. Thank you, Carol and Kitti. Lucy said she started her journey with kids. I've only been beading a year. I'm loving every minute of it. They are beautiful. You are very talented. Yes, you are very talented, Carol. And thank you so much for coming on and showing us all your makes. Right, everybody, I'll be back tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. We are going to be doing like chainmail for beginners, like a very easy one. And what else are we doing this week? I think we're doing netting and we're doing all sorts of different things. We're doing shaded lavenders and all sorts of different things. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 10 a.m. we'll be back with a tutorial. So I hope you can join us. Otherwise, I wish you a very happy Sunday, a very nice weekend, whatever is left of it, depending on wherever you are in the world. If you're in America, you got the whole, it's very early then, probably about 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. You got the whole Sunday in front of you. So enjoy your weekend and I'll see you very soon. Bye, everybody.
Bye.